What is up? What is cracking collective? It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals, in the building. I'm Busy Back Babies, and that's on point blank period. Here to give a message, here to tell a story, here to give a word. And this word, this message, this story may not resonate with you at all. But if you like, yo, Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because that was me in the past. Make sure you hit that like button. If you like me and Ash, I'm going through that right now. Make sure you hit that like button, all right? And for this message is for all my hustlers out there, right? My hustlers that you might be going like to a job, my hustlers that might be entrepreneurs, my hustlers that might just be trying to get through the day. And whatever way you just trying to get through the day, you just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing just gotta make it. All right. Just gotta make it. All right. And I feel like sometimes those people that are hustlers, right? Those people are just hustling, right? And just trying to keep on moving forward, keep on going, just keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes y'all stop being assertive, or y'all take breaks, okay? Maybe y'all even fall and become a little clumsy. Maybe y'all fall and, you know what I'm saying, feel like grace is not on your side anymore, or it just feels like, yo, why is grace not on my side anymore? Or you feel like it's just a bunch of thrills and a bunch of chills, right? You know what I'm saying? It's 1 minute when you feel like you up, and then the next minute you can feel like you down, and you just like, man, I just don't know, and I just don't understand why my business, my life, my this, my that sometimes feels up and down. You know what I mean? But a lot of y'all that has been through this in the past already know that life is just about ups and downs, and 1 minute you up and the next minute you down. You know what I'm saying? That's just the ways of life. That's just how life goes as well. Some of y'all might have been dealing with health issues, and you maybe was wondering like, man, why is this certain health issue is not getting better? Or, man, God, can you just help make this certain health issue get better? This might be mental health, this might be physical health, this might even be emotional health, when you just like, man, I just want my emotional health to get better. You know what I'm saying? As well. And a lot of y'all are just trying to grasp on to those good memories, grasp on to those beautiful good times that y'all have had in the past, and you think like, man, I gotta think positive because I know it will be down times, but I know that I got a lot of more beautiful times that will come to pass. You know what I'm saying? As well, some of y'all are trying to not be our own worst enemy, and sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and y'all are learning how to just be your own best friend. And you're like, look, yeah, this didn't go right, that didn't go right, I failed, but I'm gonna always get back up. And some of y'all, people have laughed at you failing, or your whole life has been like a movie. Your whole life has been like a TV series, and your whole life is just, I'm here, flash before your eyes, right? And at one point in time, maybe you wanted to do things the nice way, do things the people pleasers way, and now you're like, look, I'm not here to people please, and I'm not here to people please you. If you don't like me, hey, it is what it is. I don't like you, right? It's no hard feelings. It's no animosity. But you might be really saying like, look, I am here to do what I came here to do. And I know that it's going to take a lot of effort. I know it's going to feel like some of the things that I'm trying to do is just effortless. I know. Some of y'all may even feel like, yo, is this a horror story? Is this a horror film? Why so much horror, right? Or for some of y'all, when y'all come around, people may feel like it's a horror story, it's a horror film dealing with you. Or some may just feel like, yo, What is this guy doing? What is this girl doing? That's just a horror film. And sometimes what we forget about horror films is that most of the time it still becomes a happy ending. Most of the time it still is a happy ending. Even though it was horrifying, even though you went through so much that somebody else was like, man, I can't believe that you went through that, or man, I couldn't make it through that, or man, why are you putting yourself through that? It's still happiness that comes out in the end. It's still some type of new beginning in the end. So yeah, in this horror film, you might learn that you have to watch your back. You might learn that you have to meet new people in order to work things out. Or you might learn that, you have to come across people from your past that you got to work things out with. You may even have to learn about your past and just work those things out within you. You may have to learn. And also in horror film, sometimes it comes a time where you have to ask yourself, like, man, how am I doing? Is this all an illusion? Or what is really going on isn't an illusion at all. It comes a time where in a horror film where you're like, look, yo, I wish this was an illusion. And in life, when you are playing out in your horror story, you're just like, look, man, I wish this was all just a horror story with illusion. Like, man, can I wake up from this horror story? Can I wake up from this dream? Can I wake up from this nightmare? Can I wake up from this demonic energy? Can I wake up from this? Can I just snap my fingers and wake up from this? I'm here to snap your fingers, do the thing, but you can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. So at one point in time in this horror movie or this horror film, this horror story, right, you're going to have to learn how to do it by yourself. And maybe that's why it's kind of like dreadful for you. You're like, oh man, why I got to do it by myself? Man, I got to do this by myself. Some of us have been around people our whole lives, and now we're like, yo, I got to do this by myself? And some of y'all have had people in y'all lives that is just not there. And no matter how much you want them to be there, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, they just can't be there. And you got to do it all by yourself. And that's what some of us is learning right now, right? They're like, yo, I just got to do this by myself. The ups, the downs, whatever it is. Me falling, I got to do it all by myself. And for some of us, that might be the most scariest part, is doing it all by yourself. Not playing any games and waking up from illusions, waking up from delusions, and like, yo, at the end of the day, everybody that I have came inside of this horror movie with is gone. And now I simply can't play any games. When everybody has been exited out, when everybody has been killed off, when everybody is gone, you find out that you got to do it mentally, physically, emotionally, all these by yourself. And for some reason, when that comes out and you come to that realization, right? In the movie, that main character, which is you just go hard. You just go bananas. You just go like, man, it's nothing else that I can do but fight for my own life. It's nothing else that I can do but fight and hustle to stay alive. It's nothing else that I can do. You can be surrounded by enemies. You can be surrounded by nothing at all, but you still mentally have to say, I gotta do this by myself. I gotta get out of this by myself. I gotta push forward by myself. And yes, we know that there is God, because we'll never be doing it alone, because we got God. But also, if we don't move, God can't move. You know what I mean? And that's something that maybe we have to always continuously tell ourselves and remind ourselves, that God is not going to move unless we move. But also God knows that, I understand that you're going to get tired sometimes. I understand that you're going to forget that when you rest, I'm resting too. When you quit, I'm not going to give up on you, but I'm just waiting for you to keep going. I'm waiting for you to push forward. I'm simply waiting for you. So sometimes it's not you versus them. It's just you versus you. And God is waiting on you. A lot of us might be learning that right now. Life is one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Certain people might come in your life, or certain people might see you and they be like, man, you've been saying this forever. You've been feeling like this forever. Or certain things that you are improving in your life may seem like it's taking forever in their eyes. But one step at a time is better than no steps at a time. And not giving up is always a step. So never disrespect the 2-step. It might be small steps, but in order to take one step, you're going to have to take another step. Always. You can't step forward without having 2 feet. So once you take that one step forward, you got to take another step forward with your other foot. So it's always going to be 2 steps. So keep on going, my hustlers. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all these. And no matter how you feel right now, no matter where you are right now, no matter what you're going through right now, it's always somebody else that's in a worse place than you, going through worse than you. And it's always somebody that's looking up to you. That's like, man, that person inspires me, or that person is destined for greatness. So never forget how you are destined for greatness. Never forget there is greatness inside of you while you hustle.